Across India's major cities, a common ecological challenge has emerged. While their residents find respite in natural spaces, the city grapples with a growing ecological challenge: the explosive growth of the rock pigeon. These pigeons, with their iridescent feathers and striking orange eyes, have become more than just urban residents. Their increasing numbers, driven by mercy feeding, pose significant health risks to the city's inhabitants.
माझे आजोबा दर्शन झाल्याच्या नंतर इथे कबुतरांना दाणे टाकायला घेऊन यायचे. आता माझे आजोबा नाही आहेत, पण मी त्यांच्यासोबत जे क्षण घालवले ते मी आताही अजूनही करतो. मी दर शनिवारी मंदिरात येतो, त्यानंतर मी कबुतरांना खाणं दाणे टाकतो.
This practice, deeply rooted in cultural and religious traditions, has expanded from traditional kabutarkhanas to residential areas in the city. The consequences are evident in the respiratory ailments affecting residents as pigeon droppings accumulate on every surface.
Pigeon droppings and feathers, both of these has a very big impact on the health of human beings. The thing is, the lung is affected the most. It causes a condition called hypersensitivity pneumonitis, which can be an acute, subacute, or a chronic type of illness. In this, basically the symptoms are dry cough to start with. Actual pathogenesis starts there itself, which causes an irritation of the lung. The frequent irritation of the lung further causes damage to the lung. And if this is not detected at the earliest, the condition can go as worse as the patient may require oxygen even when the patient is at rest, or some patients in severe forms, or if they fit into the category, may have to go in for a lung transplant.
The impact extends beyond human health into the fabric of urban ecology. As pigeons adapt to urban architecture, their proliferation creates an imbalance in the urban ecosystem.
They are prolific breeders because they live in this urban jungle over here, and we are responsible for that. If you go to see worldwide, considering the environment, climatic changes, and the habitat destruction that has been happening, most of the bird population is actually going down. But if we consider the urban areas, it is the crows and the pigeons, where the population is increasing. To some extent, it is the gulls. But we will concentrate more on pigeons and crows because they are resident birds over here. And the population is increasing is completely because of us. The space in the cities is less, the greenery is less, and in the same space, if you say the population of just these two species is going to increase a lot, then it is definitely going to cause a problem to other bird species over there.
The heaps of garbage that we see lying on the roadsides provide an unnaturally large food base for scavengers like crows and black kites, whose growing numbers subsequently displace smaller tree-nesting birds.
Every bird finds its food in nature. Pigeons are a spoiled species now. If you see, their only task is to reproduce. The people feeding them and just fattening them up, and it is not really helping the biodiversity, and it's also dangerous for human health. If you see, this is very unique. It's a man-made problem. It's not happening in nature. Pigeons have become so large in numbers, they have displaced the local biodiversity.
This ecological disruption diminishes the vital ecological roles these smaller birds play in controlling insects, pollinating plants, and dispersing seeds. The once common songs of bulbuls, common tailor bird, coppersmith barbet, and black-hooded oriole are increasingly replaced by the harsh calls of crows and kites. The government has implemented measures like closing kabutarkhanas, imposing fines for public feeding, and spreading this message to the masses via print media.
वास्तविक पाहता या वाढत्या संख्येमुळे जैवविविधतेवरती सुद्धा परिणाम होतो आणि दुसरी महत्त्वाची बाब म्हणजे की ह्या कबुतरांची जी विष्ठा आहे किंवा त्यांच्या शरीरामध्ये काही वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे व्हायरस असतात त्यामुळे आज जवळजवळ 60 विविध प्रकारचे आजार हे नागरिकांना होतात असं दिसून येत आहे. त्यामुळे आमचा प्रयत्न असतो की नागरिकांनी कबुतरांची संख्या वाढण्यासाठी त्यांना फीडिंग करू नये. त्या संदर्भात कायद्यामध्ये काही तरतुदी आहेत, दंडाची तरतूद सुद्धा आहे आणि अशा प्रकारे आम्ही नागरिकांना आवाहन करत असतो की आपण कबुतरांची संख्या वाढली नाही पाहिजे यासाठी महानगरपालिकेला सहकार्य करावं.
The complete solution requires collective action. Organizations like BNHS are leading conservation efforts through research, education, and advocacy. Regulating pigeon feeding is crucial for naturally controlling their population and restoring ecological balance. We are not against pigeons. We are against the mercy feeding that is disrupting the ecological balance. The path forward lies in understanding that small changes in human behavior can lead to significant improvements in urban biodiversity and public health. Small actions make a difference. Donate to species conservation initiatives. Adopt an animal in a zoo to support its care. Sponsor Miyawaki plantation or native plantation and their maintenance program. Take responsibility for preserving local green spaces. Educate communities on biodiversity-friendly practices.